10. Good evening, everybody. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Live on Twitch. Happy Saturday evening to each and every one of you. We're sitting on the ground in Innsbruck, which is where we put her down on Thursday night in a special stream. And now we're going to take you guys to Sola up in Norway. Let's get started.
Good afternoon, Eagle County Ground, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. We're at the ramp ready for taxi, runway 25. We'll take the apron, Alpha 3 to Alpha, runway 25, hold short, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. Clear to Ottawa, Leicester 2, runway 6 left, 0544, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. Clear land, runway 7, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
Yeah, I pushed the button. That's what's going on. Sorry about that, boys. Yeah, we're heading to Sola, which was Mr. Salmonus's wonderful suggestion. Twitch has been twitchy. Yeah, thanks, Roundabout. Appreciate that. The other thing that's stupid is my sounds seem to be buffering a little bit, and I'm not sure why. I did a flight earlier today. Everything was great. I rebooted to make sure everything was clear, and now my sounds seem to be a little delayed, and I'm not sure why. As far as just cabin sounds, like the master caution alert and the seatbelt signs, they seem to be, I don't know, almost a minute 30 seconds delayed, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's not something of a sign for what the rest of the flight's going to be. Kay the Joker, good to see you. Sorry guys, I tend to forget that I mute sometimes. That's a real pain in the ass. But anyways, it could be part of the Twitch issues, but I'm not 100% sure. But Twitch has always got Twitch issues. You're right, Solo. It probably is me. Guys, we're sitting on the ramp in Innsbruck, right at the far end of the field by runway, I think it's 28. And we're actually got drone just behind us. He's going along with us for the flight, so it shouldn't be fine. It should be good. Oh, not me. It's all a Twitch issue? Okay, we'll call it that, but something tells me that it is more likely something else. Mr. Salmonus, there you are, sir. I wanted to make sure you were here, seeing as how this is a flight that you selected. So hopefully it's going to be okay. You did want us to go into Sola, so that's where we're going. And before we go anywhere, we're just going to do a quick little pushback and see how things go. I've got this thing flying pretty damn good, with the exception of I seem to have a little issue when I'm at slow speed with my elevators pulling up. It's not quite as responsive, but for the rest of the flight it seems to be okay, so we'll see how it goes. You're not able to fly with me today, but you'll be here for the stream. Well, that's awesome, Salmonus. If not, you can catch it on the YouTube. I'll post that as soon as we're done. All right, we're going to do a straight back pushback. I think drone's out of the way, and we'll get started with that before we fire her up. Good to see you guys. Twitch has had some website problems where the chat doesn't connect and the stream might buffer. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what's going on with that. Quirk, good to see you as always. How's everything going with you? For those of you that don't know, we are running the 3 projectors now, not just 2. Oh, it's working out great roundabout. As you can see over my left shoulder, you guys can pretty much see the extent of what I can see. I'm still not pleased with the way 2020 does the visual. It's still a flat forward view, but it wraps it around a little bit. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on it. It's going to be way better when they do something with their view groups or get multi-monitor support or whatever. So we'll see how it goes. It does do something for the immersion factor, though. I'll give you that for sure. All right. We are get clear of that airplane. I'm glad it wasn't in the way. I would have turned right straight into it. It is way more immersive. You have no idea. There's another airplane there. Shit. Jesus, don't push us into the grass. Make sure that we get... There's a truck over there, too. We'll have to wait and see how much further... Oh, fuck. And another airplane. Jesus. Oh, frig. And a jet just appeared. Awesome. And another airplane. I'm guessing that must be drone. Wow, we're doing the endless pushback here. Sorry, drone. Jesus, you're going to push us all the way to the end of runway 8 or what? What's going on here? There, that should be enough room there. We'll stop the pushback there and put the parking brake on. Here we go, folks. Master battery switch is on. The nav lights are on. Beacon light is coming on. Props are forward. Parking brake is set. And let's go with number 1 now. Here we go. We've got ignition start, N1 rotation. ITT's rising. Oil pressure's coming up. Oil pressure light will go out at 40 PSI. Frequency for drone 122.95. 122.95. We got spinach on the nacelle. And an aircraft taxiing with nobody in it. How about that? Through 10.5, in goes the fuel. Oh, they're just a really short person, actually. Just a really short person flying that one. All right, 50% starter cutout. No ding on the master caution, which may come along shortly if it buffers. Hard to say. It was speeder dinklage. All right, let's switch over to the generator. The generator comes on. We get the load. We got the voltage. Generator 1 looks good. Master caution, jet generators going off. Here we go with number 2. We've got ignition start, N1 rotation. ITT's rising. Oil pressure's coming up. Fuel pressure looks good. And we should be good with the fuel flow through 10.5. In goes Gen 1, and the prop is spinning, and in goes the fuel. Just in time, Replica Gaming, you got it. Watching the ITT climb, make sure she doesn't go into the red. She's got to stay in the yellow the whole time. She can kiss the red, she just can't go into the red. And coming up on 42% N1, watching that steady still. And there's 50, master caution. Both engines to low idle for now. Make sure the generators are working. Gen 2, here we go. Gen 2 comes up. We split the load with Gen 1. Gen 1 off, master caution. Gen 2 picks up the rest of the load. Gen 2 comes on. We split the load, and everything looks good. Avionics are coming on. Pitot heat, windshield heat, auto feather, auto ignition. Bleeds and blowers are going for now and make things a little bit cooler in here, actually. Parking brake can go off. Taxi light will give them a flash. Tail lights coming on. We're going to put the prop ice on, and we'll do an EGPWS test, which of course isn't going to work. Fuck, it might actually be delayed as well. I'm not sure if you guys remember, we had the same EGPWS problem when we left on Thursday night. So something's getting hammered. I'm not really sure what it is, but we'll have to fuck around with it. Coffee, you got it, Quirt. That one works instantly. EGPWS test? Not so much. And I think I know what's going on with this. I believe I know what's going on with it. Actually, pretty sure I know what's going on with it, but it may not be fixable right away. All right, we'll put the TCAS on. and the route's in there and everything looks wonderful. 122.95. Transponder is set. Here's a parachute if you need it. Good luck and Godspeed. Exactly. Alright, so let's go to the takeoff page and just have a quick peek. 108, 115, and 121. We've got those up here. The heading is set for runway heading, which is good, although it's going to be a slight deviation off the runway heading to the left, up to 24,000 feet for the cruise today. And let's see where we're at. Probably a lot further back than we should be. Yeah, we got a long taxi to go. Good afternoon, Innsbruck traffic. KingAir November 30 at Alpha Kilo. We're going to taxi from the ramp via Alpha to runway 08, Innsbruck. Hopefully that worked.
Delta Charlie, Innsbruck traffic.
He forgot.
To runway 8 via Alpha.
I'll bet you if I tell you what you need to do, you'll remember. There we go, 121.5 on number 2. You got to disconnect and reconnect, bro. Decided to take some of your CJ4 edits and made it on some base files today and build a delivery package for it. 4 hours later, it's almost done. Awesome.
All right, we're good now.
A giant waffle cake had to reconnect. That works for me. We're on 121.5. In case you didn't know. I even got it first try with all the code. That's awesome. All right, guys, here we go. Parking brake, a flash, and away we go.
Radio check.
5x5. All right, props are all the way forward. The trim is set for takeoff. Flaps 1 notch, please. Which are going, but the audio is not. Go figure. Which makes me wonder if we get an engine fire, we may actually not get the engine bells for some reason. I will try stopping the program and restarting it again. Maybe I'll quickly do that when we get to the end, just to try it one more time to see if that fixes the delay. Yeah, it just worked, so you kept going. Knight Rider on a loop now. Too bad I can't give it the red light in the nose. Yeah, exactly. I guess we don't need to taxi at 6 knots. Let's give it some jam. Definitely scenery looks good with the whole wraparound visuals. Voltage is good on the gens.
Well, I'm surprised their weather almost looks identical.
Well, that's because I'm using Unreal weather, which is what it's supposed to be. You're liking VR? Well, good for you, man. I was watching someone stream and I just about got sick. Is that Melvin? No, that's not Melvin. drop and fire engines in midair. Yeah, exactly. Uphill here, folks. Just a little more jam to get up the hill.
I find that 2020, the drag going up hills is very unrealistic.
It might be. I have nothing to compare it to, so I really wouldn't know. 35 frames would be pretty good.
I had the 172 I was practicing with, and I stopped about halfway up the hill, and I could not get up the hill with full throttle.
That's funny. I don't know why that is. I had no issues. I had to put some more jam in it, but it wasn't too bad.
I'm getting up the hill.
All right, we're just going to stop here and hold short for a second. Yeah, I don't even have brake sounds. All right, parking brake is on. No, Melvin didn't start doing VR. He's had VR for a long time. All right, we'll give you guys the front view for a second.
Traffic November 297 or 29 Sierra Hotel, taxiing via Bravo 1 to, Alpha, holding short of runway 8, Innsbruck.
Oh my God, it's Scotty! That's awesome. Oh, look at that. That's why we have no audio. The audio fucking crashed.
Scotty, how you doing?
Look at that. I restart the software, which crashed, by the way. And as soon as I start the software, it fires up more coffee for you and turns the seatbelt signs on. How about that? Oh well. It is what it is. I don't know if it's going to keep working, but I guess we're going to find out. All right, let's see if that works. Doesn't seem to. Still have issues. Flaps aren't working. I got another thought, actually. It is a sound setting. Aha! I wonder if that's the problem.
10, 100.
Interesting. It seems to only accept one. And it's this is my problem, is which sound device it's using.
10, 20, 50.
Oh.
10.
Oh, wait a minute. I might have been responsible for this. Hang on, give me a second. I may have actually fucked this myself. We'll see. Clickety click, barb trick. Aha, missed one. This actually isn't probably going to work well by picking this sound device. I should probably just fucking turn this off. Look at this, all this bullshit. Something tells me that there is a sound of it. Trevor playing again. Yeah, I was fucking with some stuff today. But I did fly, like I said. I totally flew and tested everything, and it was good. It's like one of the sound devices is being taken up by something else, and this is like failing on it. Okay, stop fucking doing this. Let's go. Sound device 1, device 1, device 1, device 1, device 1. Yes, 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 yes. At least this might actually make it work. There we go. So everything is on device 1. Let's turn this off. And let's exit. Fuck, I bet you. Programmer error. You start it and you get all these different sounds. It's still got the wrong sound device. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Something tells me it may not work. Something tells me it may not work. That works. The flaps do not. Oh yes, they do. Alright, let's see what happens. We'll see how long that fucking lasts. Innsbruck traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo, we're position hold runway 8 for departure Innsbruck. Alright, parking brake is off. Here we go.
Innsbruck traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie will be holding short runway 8.
Alright, one notch of flap is set. And the trim is set. Bleeds and blowers are going off. Taxi lights are going off. Strobe lights are going on. The fuck is up with that screen now? There it goes. Whoa, that took a second to load. That's Twitch being twitchy. Need a milk jug for those type of emergencies, Solo? Yeah, isn't that the case? Alright, folks, bleeds and blowers are off. Trim is set. Landing lights are going on. Here we go. Innsbruck traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're rolling runway 8 for departure to the east, Innsbruck. Alright. Both engines are stable. Takeoff power is set. 2 green engines. Governor kicking in. 1700 on the props. That's checked. Speed tape is alive and on both sides. That's checked.
knots.
80 knots. Checked.
V1. V2.
Memory problems detected. Operations restricted. What in the fuck? Sim Connect library? What in the fuck is that? Gears coming up. Cannot operate. Something wrong with Sim Connect library. We're just gonna ignore that for right this second. The shit is that?
Innsbruck traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie will be departing runway 8 to the east.
Alright, bring those props back. Flaps are up, gear is up, bleeds and blowers are going on, auto feather, auto ignition is going off. Nah, Timothy, we're good. I don't know what the fuck that is.
November 29 Sierra Hotel, lining up and wait. Runway 8, Innsbruck.
I'm gonna probably not hit OK on that. I'm probably just gonna slide that message to the side. Because I'm afraid that if I actually click on it, something might fuck up. Wingsuit's good to go, reading Rich. That's awesome. Actually, it's interesting because it's still flying and behaving. Everything seems to be working okay. All right, landing lights are off. Prop sync is going on. I will slide that shit out of the way there in a second, guys. Just give me a minute. You guys don't have the PFD up either, which is interesting. Just popping up on top of the clouds. We should be on standard on both sides. Amir Mazarbash, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're above 11,000 feet now, which is a good start. And actually, now that SimConnect's giving me that error, even the seatbelt signs are working good, so we can actually leave those off. I don't know what that's all about. SimConnect issue. Roundabout, that's funny.
Innsbruck traffic, November 29 Sierra Hotel, depart runway 8 to the east, Innsbruck.
I'm a doctor on TV. That's perfect, Jewel.
Eight Alpha Kilo, November 54 Delta Charlie.
54 Delta Charlie, 8 Alpha Kilo, go ahead.
Yeah, what's your flight level for tonight?
240.
Roger, thanks.
There's 16,000. It's funny, you fly a sim all day and you don't see a single issue, and now all of a sudden you see a little issue. Exactly, Duel, that's funny. You may proceed direct Kogel. Perfect. We can do that. Let's go direct Kogel. And KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo, we're going to go direct Kogel at this time, 8 Alpha Kilo.
November 54 Delta Charlie is heading direct Kogel.
You're not sure if this airplane has an inflatable autopilot? Of course it does. Always has auto on board. Nice steep turn for the folks.
We might as well head direct Coonham.
Yeah, you're probably right. We probably could go direct Conan for sure, and then you'll cut that corner as well.
November 54 Delta Charlie is heading direct Conan.
Same for me, 8 Alpha Kilo. No, she might not dig that at all. There's 21,000. Yeah, I wish I could contact Munich. All right. So let's get this set up. If I figured there was anybody on VATSIM, we could have flown this there too.
Scotty's still there? I don't see him on radar anymore.
I'm hoping he's still there. Oh, roundabout. Yeah, I could put feedback in the Oaks. That would be pretty easy to do.
I'm still here.
Alrighty.
Ooh, that was an interesting bump it did. See if it'll hold at 240 here. It would be immersive. We'll see how this goes. Cubic,
All
thank
right,
you very much for the
now.
follow. Let's see if I can get the PFD to come back up and try and get rid of this big ass warning sign that's in the middle of the screen. Like I said, I'm not gonna click it because something tells me.
It's been a while since I've done this.
No, I think you were probably hiding behind a mountain somewhere.
Holy fuck, how many goddamn menus are there? Two of them, apparently. All right, we'll just leave it. We'll see how long it takes before that pops up again. And, wow, the PFD even closed. Very strange. Thanks for joining us. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Live on Twitch. Happy Saturday night to each and every one of you. It would not be fun if we didn't have a few little fucking issues. Would not be fun without a few issues, that's for sure. Hopefully the route will pop up here. Guys, do you have any questions? Jam in the chat. We're always happy to answer your questions. Yes, I did, roundabout. The hooker lights. We're playing with the hooker lights. While the autopilot's dealing with a little bit of turbulence. Reading Rich, I don't use Flight Game 2020 at the moment. My mobile Wi-Fi can't handle it. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, but for me, I'm trying to figure out what this memory error is. It's actually a little concerning, to be honest with you, because I did just put new RAM in here. Giant Waffle Cake, where are you? You asked a question. Let me find you. How does one join you, or are you on private only? You mean in Discord? Yeah, we're in private only in Discord. Roundabout only if it hurts when you pee. Thanks, Solo, for pointing that out. In flight sim settings. Oh, I don't. A giant waffle cake. I don't fly on the Microsoft internal bullshit. I'm just flying on the POSCON network right now. If you've ever flown on VATSIM before, shoot me your email address for POSCON. I might be able to see if I can make sure you're subscribed, see what's going on there for the next bunch that they release. When they make the next release, I'll see if I can get your name added to the list. I just need the email that you sign up to POSCON with. But if you're not familiar with online networks like VATSIM, then you won't be able to join. You gotta make sure that you understand how the online networks work, and then you can for sure. Yeah, I don't have any of the online stuff in Microsoft turned on. It's crap. You have some more learning to do. A giant waffle cake. Hang out with me in the streams a lot more. You'll learn once you pick up how the whole air traffic control thing works, dude. It'll be so much more fun, and you'll enjoy flying more often. And while you're at it, make sure you get yourself a VATSIM account and get it set up and start learning, doing their online shit, their tutorials and all that stuff. It'll really help you. I just don't fly with the Microsoft stuff because it uses extra stuff. I just want to look at the task manager really quick and see what my memory usage is here, because we're not... There's still 16 gig of RAM that's not even being touched, so I don't know what the fuck happened with SimConnect. The resource monitor is showing still 16 gig available. And when I look at... Oh, unless Sim Toolkit has a memory leak, which I... Oh, it's running 6.59. What happened to 6.6? Oh no, 6.59 is the newest version. SimConnect detected that it was using a stupid amount of resources and memory. You're learning the ATC stuff? Yeah, we are a really, really good family. Giant waffle cake, totally. We like to help each other out. That's what we do. Resource monitor's fine. I don't know what the fuck it's going on with. And I noticed this screen is pooched, and it wasn't before. That's interesting. Let's see if I can... Pixel fuck that. Alright, let's get back in the cockpit, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Commando Solo with the 20 bits. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I don't know. Just a few little issues tonight, but for the most part, everything seems to be good. I'd really like to know what the memory error was in SimConnect. Because everything's working absolutely perfectly now, the audio, but that would explain what the fuck was going on with the SimConnect and why it took forever for the seatbelt signs and the other audio to work. Oh, roundabout, he is pretty funny, absolutely. Scared me though after we raided him the other night. Jumped in his chat and saw all of you guys telling him "fuck you," and I was like, what the hell is that all about? And it took me a minute to realize he had something going on for that. Oh, did you? Excellent. Besney is next, folks. We're on our way to Besney. We got another aircraft inbound, 10,000 feet above us, in from the west. Sorry, yeah, in from our west. You got the Mooney and the Seminole. The Seminole is a really nice twin, actually. Wow, that guy on TCAS is really clipping along there. We've got 340 over the ground, 242 indicated. It's your first twin? Awesome. Guys, I'm going to switch over to 123.45 for AK.
Roger, 1-2.
It would be a nice challenge, roundabout. Flying a twin takes a little bit to get used to, especially if you're in a barren. I'm not sure if the Seminole does it, but you get a lot of torque on the takeoff. You got to really offset that with your ailerons to the left as you're departing to kind of counteract that torque. Guys, make sure you join or subscribe. Click that little bell in YouTube. I post the VODs over to YouTube. If you can't watch them here in time, you can always watch them on YouTube forever. Yeah, it's some kind of torque. Yeah, everybody you watch flying the twins, even the 310, they got to really counteract that takeoff yaw. I guess it's the yaw caused by the torque of the engines. Got to counteract that with a little bit of left aileron until you get fast enough. No, as soon as you're going fast enough, it seems to take care of itself roundabout. It's more for the takeoff roll, just to prevent the airplane from wanting to wing over on you. Yeah, it's at minimized at speed, exactly. Ernest is next. Off to Ernest. Progress page, so 661 miles to go, about 2 hours, we should be on the ground. Warbirds and DCS is something similar. Yeah, it would be exactly the same thing. The River TQ is the approach into Sola, and I'm expecting the runway 11. It'll be the ILS Zulu runway 11. And which transition did I pick? Neither of those bitches. It's not what's in use? Oh, I haven't checked the METAR yet, Mr. Salmonus. What's in use right now? I haven't checked the METAR. P47. Talal is next, guys. We're really clipping through these. Denali 907, thank you for the follow. We're level at 240. Let's find out. The KingAir is behaving quite nicely as far as its flight goes. Look at this. So we're not going to get a METAR. Oh, there. Thanks for the METAR. Winds are 060 at 9 knots. So I guess we'll use 36 then. Isn't that interesting? So SimConnect fucked with Sim Toolkit, which is probably why it's behaving properly now, because it looks like Sim Toolkit borked, which would indicate a memory leak in Sim Toolkit, which I've never seen before. Winds are 060. That tells me they're using 36. 06. If it was 080, I'd expect 18. But if it's 060 at 9 knots, they should be using the 36. So at this point, unless that METAR changes, we're going to go with 36. Hang on one sec, Solo. I'll reset it. Yeah, well, a 9-knot tailwind is not... A 9-knot tailwind is not fuck all for me. That would actually cause me to be pretty squirrely. A little squirrely, that's for sure. Alright, let's see what happens if I can reset Sim Toolkit. We'll see if we can get Sim Toolkit to... give you guys the outside shell for a minute. Let's see if Sim Toolkit... Clearly, I know that he had reported a memory leak that I had never seen happen before. And I'm thinking it's because I actually left it open. So let's see what happens. I'd never leave it open. There. Let's see. Let's see if I do that. Let's see how long she lasts. See how long she lasts. Try the predict now, Mr. Solo. It took it. Golden Excellence. Thank you very much for the follow, Circuit to see ya. So we got 070 at 9 knots. So that is going to actually put me close. Still going to be on the 36s, but very close. Jared, I have an Arduino and a rotary encoder. I want to set up the encoder as a heading select knob. What software do you use for this? So tell me, Jared, are you using FSUIPC or using X-Plane? Do I have a label? I do have a label. No, I do not have a label. Oh, try it one more time, Solo.
November 3, 8 Alpha Kilo, November 54 Delta Charlie.
54 Delta Charlie, 8 Alpha Kilo, go ahead.
Yeah, did you change the approach from 11 to 36?
Not yet, I haven't.
Okay.
So, Jared, you just started to figure it all out. So, oh, Dual, you just left following behind in a CJ4 at 40. Perfect. So, Jared, if you're running Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, it's really easy. You just have to go buy FSUIPC 7 if you don't already have it. You need to have that. And then you use what's called a LOWI script. So there's a Arduino code that goes in the Arduino, and then there's a LOWI script that goes in FSUIPC. And what the FSUIPC script does is it communicates with the Arduino, and it passes data back and forth. If you head over to the geekforge.com, Fess is a very close friend of mine and an expert in all this. He actually got me started with the Arduino. And the best thing about it, disavowed players subscribing with Twitch Prime, that's 26 months in a row for you, sir. Thank you very much. So basically what I suggest is, Jared, is if you go to the geekforge.com, he shows some FSX examples. It's exactly the same in 2020. And he actually has rotary encoder examples in his script. And he can teach you how to, through his little tutorials, although they're older than the guy himself, they'll work good for you. And Solo, I got it that time. Oh, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. No, I got the METAR. I got it that time. It worked perfect. I got the label. FSUIPC 7 is not free, Golden Excellence, if you want to use LOWI scripts. And really, to be honest with you, if you don't pay for FSUIPC, you don't get much functionality out of it. All my interfaces are all, as far as like flight controls, I do all that calibration through FSUIPC. So no, it is definitely not free. It was free for a short period of time during the beta period, but you can use it, but really doesn't give you much in the way of functionality unless you pay for it. I'm not on Dual. I'm not on a server. I don't fly with the Microsoft Flight Simulator online garbage. Sorry, dude. Oh, if you're trying to post a link, Jared, we need to give you a permission. Hang on one sec. Somebody give him... okay, thank you. Try it again, Jared. Post that link. Coffee indicator light on. No, that's the prop sync indicator, but we'll give you another pot of coffee if you would like. Oh, it only needs the free version? Yeah, the free version doesn't let you program your, like, you get so many more options when you're programming flight controls through FSUIPC. No, not the Geek Forge. Scotty posted it for you. Yeah, it's the Geek Forge. They posted it in chat there for you, Jared. Fester Geek is one hell of an awesome geek. He's the nicest geek I ever met.
But he sure is a geek.
And his brother Melvin's even more of a geek. Golden Excellence, I'm not flying on VATSIM, I'm flying on POSCON, the Positive Control Network. It's a new network that's in beta right now, and it's by far my favorite network to fly on. Court, you do a lot of torch lighting, my friend. I love it, though. Oh, Jared, I wouldn't go down there. Yeah, I wouldn't go down that path. It's up to you, though. Melvin is totally a trip. He is a great guy. He's almost as good as Fess himself. Although, Melvin will punch you in the face sometimes for just no fucking reason. I don't know, he gets a nervous twitch or something. Otherwise known as Ronald McDonald or Candlestick. Matchstick, whichever it is. Captain Innuendo, good to see ya. At your virtual club here in South Africa are building up a cockpit. Good stuff. You're on fire today, Quirt? That works for me. Everything seems to be good now that that memory error went away. I've been waiting to ask you about Moby Flight before I spent too much time trying to learn it. So, Jared, here's the thing. If you can learn something pretty easily, once you figure out how to do a switch or an LED or an encoder using Lewis script and the Arduino, if you can figure out how to do just one, everything else is copy, rinse, repeat, as Fess says. But it gives you a lot more freedom to do what you need to do. Speaking of which, complete freedom in the channel. How's it going, my friend? Alright, guys, we're on our way to Massac now. Massac is next. Try doing the geekforge.com examples first, Jared. And if you can do those, great. And if you can't, then go with Moby Flight or something like that. Well, an Uno, it will work for testing anyways. The Mega's coming on Monday. I've tinkered with Arduino projects in the past. So if you've tinkered with them in the past, they're super easy to learn. Super easy to learn. You basically, in the Arduino code, you just put on an input, you're going to have it send out something, a message out the serial port whenever that input is live. And whenever you want to turn something on, you send a message out that as well and turn it on. So it's actually pretty easy if you think about it. It's pretty easy if you just look at the code and see how it's done. Really good examples over at thegeekforge.com. Innuendo, the difference is we're not physically building a sim. Physically, we're taking an actual old cockpit from an actual airplane and getting it to work as a sim, which is exactly what I'm doing, Innuendo. That's exactly what I'm doing right here. This is an old airplane that I rescued from the junkyard, and this is what we're doing. Yeah, exactly, Jared. Go try it. It's free. Go try it. If it works, and just use a breadboard and your Uno just for testing. And once you figure out how it goes, great. But I think his code, his examples are for a Mega. But either way, you could just, the difference is instead of, 59 inputs and outputs, or inputs or outputs, I should say, or 63 or whatever the fuck it is, I can't remember. But anyway, the Uno is just smaller. Same principles, same code, you just not as many inputs and outputs. All my servos run on an Uno, and my inputs, outputs, MCP, and my auxiliary shit all runs on Mega 2560s. Complete freedom coming in with 100 bits. Thank you very much, sir. No, my circuit breakers are the only thing in here that are not functional. I do have one circuit breaker that's functional, but all the rest are not. No, they're just backlit and there for good looks. Oh, Court, you're gonna go paint the King Air now? We got an old 747 sponsored to us. We got a guy who's doing the whole wiring and coding. He's a genius. You're just testing everything and flying in it? Well done. There's a couple of 7.4s around. They're awesome, actually. If you're in South Africa, there's a gentleman in Australia that has one. His name is Matt Shield. He's got a 7.4. And there's a gentleman by the name of Bernard S. that has a 7.4, but he's a little eccentric. His 7.4 is about as real as it comes. So the way they do it here, from that 0 to 10 knots, when they use 18, 10 to 15, they often use 18, but pilots can request a change and higher. Okay, so Salmonus, is there a reason why they prefer 1.8? Is it noise abatement or is it fucking mountains? If it's mountains, I can understand why I would want to go in on 1.8 and take the tailwind. But what's actually the reason for the preference to runway 18? Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We stream 3 days a week, Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. I just realized the torque was a little high. We're going to pull that back. I really don't want to smoke the engines tonight. Let's get the torque back in the green and get her back up to about 106. Engines are a little out of sync here. There, oh, not that much. There, we got 106 on each engine, which is good. Not sure if you see it or not, but there's some noise in your... Yeah, I can see it roundabout. It's a piece of shit camera, but it is full HD. But it's manual focus. It's because the cable has got to be 12 feet long on that thing. I got to shorten the cable. If I shorten the cable, I'm sure it'll be so much better. 11 come from ocean, 29 come from mountain. 18 has less people living close, 36 has more population. Try shielding the cable first? Okay, maybe I'll try that. Oh, that's awesome, Innuendo. It's about 82% complete. Sweet. I'd love to fly one that's that complete. All right, let me look at the approach. I'm gonna look at the approach. Maybe that will help me make up my mind here. I mean, runway 11 is still 8,000 feet long.
Hey, Scotty.
Hello, drone.
Are you transmitting your altitude on your transponder?
I should be, yes.
Okay, because I don't see you on my screen anywhere, but I see you on another one.
What other one would you be referring to?
Well, I don't see him on my 750, but I see him on active sky, on the active sky map.
Interesting. Well, he could be out of your TCAS range.
Well, according to active sky, he's above me, but yeah, he's probably, I don't know what height he's flying at.
I can see two of you. I've got one of you at, looks like 1,900 feet above me, which would be at maybe 26. And I got one of you at 200 feet below me, which would be at 24.
Yeah, I don't think I can see over, I think, 1,500 feet or something on my TCAS.
Okay, so he's at 1,900 above us. So he's basically at 26.
Probably why I don't see, but I didn't see that other traffic go by either.
Oh yeah, he was 10,000 feet ahead of us. Unless this guy is 18,000 feet above, but that wouldn't make no sense. It's gotta be 1,800.
No, it's 18,000.
So you're almost at 40,000 then?
43,000.
Wow, okay, that would explain why drone can't see it, but I do have it 18,000 for sure. Actually, almost 19,000. Okay, so you're just behind Dual. You're 30 miles and at 40,000. Landing 11 mostly will have you cross runway to taxi for stand. Also, the stand you want is at the start of 1-8. Okay, so that's the GA section up by that 13, that number 13 on the apron. So if I land 3-6, I want to go all the way down to the end. And if I land 1-8, I want to make it as short as I possibly can. But otherwise, if I land 1-8, the odds of me making it by Alpha 1 are pretty nil. I'm going to have to taxi up runway 29 and then a long taxi back. 29 feet is the elevation at 3-6 end, 10 feet at the 1-8 end. Let's look at the approach notes. Yeah, exactly. That's my plan. Q400 lands 18 and exits at A1. Yeah, well, that's only like 2,000 feet. My reversers don't work that great. Q400 reversers are probably a lot better than my reversers are. All right, let's look at the approaches here for 1-8. What's our MSA? 2,900 to the left and 4,800 to the right. Yeah, they do. The Q400 does stop on a dime. It's beautiful. I actually had the opportunity and I missed it to do a full Q400 sim, and I should have done it. It would have been awesome. All right, now if I look at the 3-6, same thing, 4,100 on the left, 2,900 minimum safe on the left, 4,800 in the northwest or northeast. Yeah, I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do here. What's our destination? We're 622 miles away yet. We lost a little bit of the ground speed. Major difference, Optimus subprime, 25 hertz refresh rate on the aircraft. So if you want to do formation flying or anything like that, it's going to be very, 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 very smooth. Second thing I prefer is the audio quality. I find the audio quality is better than VATSIM, but that's personal preference. 36 would be the easy option for me, 100%. It basically brings us straight in. I think I'm going to stick with 36, Saminus, as much as that's unrealistic. Hopefully, unless I got to fly over your house. If you want me to fly over your house, I'll do 1-8. But if it doesn't matter to you, I'll probably do 3-6. But this is your flight, Saminus. This is your flight, so you tell me what you want me to do. You want me to land with a tailwind? I'll do it. I'll do anything. I'm not afraid of fuck all. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, guys. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Yes, Jared, for sure. If you want to use the LOWI scripts, you need FSU IPC 7 for 2020. I just lost some speed there. Shit. Yes, 100%. It's got to be the paid version, otherwise you can't use the LOWI scripts. But honestly, if you're building any kind of a cockpit, even if you do some little desktop cockpit with a, you know, a generic setup, you're going to want the paid version of FSU IPC anyways. It's basically a must-have. Aki! Jeez, I haven't seen you for a while. Guys, do you have any questions? Jam in the chat. Always happy to do that. So the Unbunder 3R Okbo Tuxis is over your house. Canada Lime is raiding with a party of 3. Canada Lime, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to your viewers. Appreciate that 100%. Yeah, you wanna start. You're gonna need FSU IPC. You will never regret the purchase of FSU IPC. I'm just telling you that. You will never regret that purchase. So even if you go mobile flight, which I don't recommend you do, you will definitely not regret the purchase of FSU IPC. Thank you again for the raid, and welcome Canada Lime and your 3 viewers. Good to see you. I'm just having a look at this other approach that Saminus has told me about. The Unbunder 3R.
If you use ILS 36Z, you can use Toxis to go in.
Yeah, actually, Saminus, you're outdated. There's an Unbunder 2 Tango. I don't see a Unbunder 3R anymore in my list. And you said Oxbow and Tuxis. I'll pick Tuxis. Unbunder 2 Tango, Oxbow, and Tuxis. Just try that. That's the one I'll do for you. And I'm just going to double check that in the legs page. Switch you guys over to the PFD view so you can see what I'm looking at. I trust your advice won't look further into Moby Flight. Well, don't know. I do not steer anybody away from something that they've already got their mind set on. All I'm suggesting is that you try something different before you dump all your efforts into Moby Flight. Basically, Moby Flight's going to do the same thing. It dumbs it down for you and makes it easier, but there's going to be limitations to what you can do. There's going to be limitations to what you can do. So my suggestion is just check out the Geek Forge's examples. Just check them out. But make the decision for yourself. Nobody can tell you one way or the other. You might fucking hate it. You might want to go with the easy route. But just a suggestion. Oh shit, you're that one gamer. Okay. Well, appreciate the raid then anyways. I didn't realize you had another name, but I appreciate you letting me know. Alright, so I wanted to switch over so I could show you guys this. So if I go to the plan mode, We're currently direct Agadi and Addis Asmus Sarir Bavta Narba Linvi Rivix Unbud and then around. Interesting. This looks like it's going to dump us in. Oh, this is definitely for a different. Oh, I see. Tuxus is way on the other side. That's what's going on. That's weird why they direct people around like that. I'll tell you what, let me look at the other approach. I think I can still do Tuxus. Which was the Rivix. Rivix and Unbud 2Q. Which I don't have all of a sudden for 36. Let's try Unbud 2 Tango. Unbud 2 Tango. Tuxus. Let's see what that does for us. That's gonna do something a little different. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Step. Ah, I like this one better. This one's better. I like this one. Yeah, exactly. So here's, this one works. This one works. So this is the Rivet 2 Tango ILS Z36 Tuxus transition. That brings us in a little bit on the east side and comes around. That's going to work out way better and bring us right over your house. So we go Agadi, Addis, Asmus, Sur, Bavta, Narba, Linvi, Rivix, ZV735, Lurup, 783, 732, 731, 730, Tuxus, and then in for the approach. That's the one I'm gonna do. That works for me. I like the look of that one. Scotty's 40 miles almost ahead of us. Perfect. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Change over for your arrival?
The arrival I picked was the Riv Romeo India Victor Echo 2 Tango, the ILS Z36 Tuxet transition.
So you took Riv 2 Tango?
Yep, the Riv 2 Tango, ILS Zulu 36 Tuxus. Ha! Exactly, Solo, thanks. Unless something goes wrong. 485 miles to go, guys, and 393 to top of descent. Thanks for hanging out with us. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see you. Hopefully everybody's doing well and enjoying their Saturday night. If you have any questions, we're always happy to answer your questions. Doing the best we can to give you guys the most realistic flight we can give you, with what information we have available to us. Somebody has to keep the plane going. Isn't that the deal for sure? Gotta keep the plane a-going. Plane a-running, plane a-going. Eric, we talked about this once before and a little earlier in the stream. We are definitely the 25 hertz refresh rate on POSCON. And Mr. Choice, Canada Lime Raid, thank you. Welcome to the stream. And Duel, you're 210 from Sarir. I can give you my distance to Sarir in just a second. So POSCON has 25 hertz refresh rate, which is 25 updates per second on your aircraft position, and the audio is way more realistic and way more clear. Obviously, if you get an idiot with a bad microphone, you're going to have shitty audio no matter where you're at. Expect ILS Zulu 18 approach, runway 18 for HeliX. Localizer X11 approach, runway 11 RSCD. I don't know what RSCD is. Runway 18, runway damp. Runway treated with chemicals. Estimated surface friction is good. There's a TRL at flight level 80, which is 8,000 ground. Frequency is closed. Wind 080 at 10 knots. 1024. Thank you very much for the follow, Mr. Choice. Appreciate that. Refresh on VATSIM, nowhere near as good, but I think it's half that. Maybe 12 updates a second. So you got 080 at 10, CAVOK. I don't know what that is. Temperatures 2 point -4, 1024. Few clouds at 030, scattered at 5. Looks like we're going to need the localizer for this one. That one gamer being all sleuth and shit. Ceiling and visibility is okay. That's awesome. I didn't know what that meant, Saminus. European stuff is different. I'm not actually used to flying in Europe, so that's interesting that they call it that. Ceiling and visibility is okay. Twitch is down in place, just in case you don't know, and went to follow my mate Lime, and now enjoying this. Really, yeah, Twitch has been twitchy. That doesn't surprise me, Saminus. Yeah, well, Twitch, if Twitch is being twitchy, that doesn't surprise me. It couldn't find your account, Solo? Well, if Twitch is going to be twitchy, whatever. Actually, Eric, good question. Tomorrow I'm ordering my vape. I'm ordering it tomorrow. I'm going to order my vape tomorrow and probably have it within a week, and I should be good. Well, I'm gonna try it, Eric. Sometimes I've tried to quit before. You know, sometimes you succeed and sometimes you don't. The only thing is, you just don't quit trying. Fuck, I keep screwing with that zoom. That's gonna fuck me up when I get into the fucking game. Alright guys, we'll get back in the cockpit. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. We're gonna stream again tomorrow night, I hope. Unless something happens, we will stream tomorrow night. Tomorrow's my last day off before I go back to work, which sucks. Yeah, it's pretty hard to quit smoking, but we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Exactly, Duel. That's exactly. I wouldn't. That's kind of. I don't know if I'd sell it like that, because POSCON, they want the experienced users, but what they don't want is the guys that are just into just flying around like a bunch of yahoos doing whatever they want. That's the way you quit smoking, Rob? Pretty sure they will still getting backlash from Twitch things. That's funny. So POSCON has avenues, or will have avenues for the new pilots as well, Duel. They definitely aren't limiting themselves to only people with experience. Definitely not. It's just you have to kind of have some ideas. They have a really good CBT, a computer-based training that you go through when you first get your account set up, and it's actually very informative. It teaches you the basics. Same as VATSIM. I mean, whether or not people do it or not, it just means you'll be ghosted until you complete the CBT. That's all. And it took me, it took me 30 minutes to zip through it, but it's really not that bad. Yeah, so Solo, I'm gonna start with 12 milligrams, and which is 1.2%. I'll try with that and see how I get, and then obviously I will, drop off after that somewhat and see how that goes. I think I'm probably gonna need to stock a spare projector bulb. A couple of my projectors are definitely dimmer than the main projector out the front. So, Mr. Choice, I will tell you that 2020 doesn't fly like it should. P3D is awesome, and I was in the same with you. I started back in the late 90s, and it was awesome. You use 6 milligram Nick Salmonus. Are you off the smokes now completely, or are you still doing both? It's just the sensitivities in 2020 suck monkey balls. Unless you get them figured out. Fuck, my torque is high again. Still both? As long as you can cut back on the cigarettes, it'll be better for your health, that's for sure. Sorry about that, I left you guys on the wrong fucking screen. Exactly, Solo. The question is how complicated is your airplane? Alright, I promised somebody in the chat, I think it was Duel, sorry, the distance from Sarir. So 127 plus 22 is 149, 59, 60, 170, 180, 190. I'm right now about 200 miles from Sarir. About 200 miles from Sarir. It's just more buttons that do different things, and you got to monitor a lot more shit. Scotty's out of my TCAS range now, I believe. 318 over the ground, guys, with a 20 knot headwinds kind of killing us. 244 indicated. Well, I'm glad you enjoy the stream. Thank you for being here. 3 days a week we stream. Like I said, things may change tomorrow night with tomorrow night's stream, but as always, I'll notify everybody in the Discord if I have to postpone the stream till Wednesday. Otherwise, we will stream tomorrow and Wednesday. But by chance, there's a possibility my wife and I might have to do something else instead. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll let you guys all know. For those of you that do have POSCON accounts or VATSIM accounts, I do occasionally fly on VATSIM, and what I do is I always post the flight plan in advance. In the Discord, there's actually a section called Stream Flight Plans, and I always post the flight plans in there prior to my departure. So anybody wanting to join us can always grab the flight plan that I'm going to use. Sometimes the departure runways and the arrival runways and the approaches and departures change, depending on what's going on, like tonight. But we'll see how things go as we progress. All right, we're 6.0 out of Agatti. Gonna make the turn for Addis next. Fresh pot of coffee for you gents, if you're interested. I actually was it last night or Thursday night I was wearing my Ass Gasket t-shirt from Disavowed. I don't know, doesn't come up in conversation. Just like we don't talk about the maple syrup anymore that often. Disavowed with the big thumbs up. Currently, destination is 411 miles, guys. Top of descent 318. The Warpalizer, sorry, whoa, as if I said that. Scratch that from the VOD and fire me. Don't ever buy Warpalizer. Anyways, the wraparound screen projection warping software provided by FlyElise NG, Immersive Display Pro software. It's the cat's ass when it comes to warping screens. If you've got multiple projectors and want a seamless curved screen, you got to use Immersive Display Pro and Immersive Calibration Pro. The Ultimate license has both. It is incredible software and very easy to use. Absolutely my favorite of all the warping softwares, and I have tried all three of them, one of which does not exist anymore. Yeah, same idea, Solo. Forget I even said that. I should be shot for even saying the word. All right, we are 117 miles out of Addis. And then Asmus is just after that, then Sarir. We're about 160 miles, 150 miles out of Sarir. Engines are good, the fuel flow is good, fuel quantity is good, sitting at 3/4 of a tank. Everything's in the green where it should be. All right, take care, Mr. Choice. Have a great stream. I will. And it was nice chatting with you. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Take care, my friend. Canada Lime, saying goodbye to Lord Choice. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us on a Saturday night, November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Having a great night on our way to Sola. Beautiful airport, Northern Europe. It's pretty cool, actually, if you think about it, where we're going, all the European hops. Frankfurt's going to be next, I think, tomorrow night. Oh, listen to you, Solo. I ought to smack you for saying that. I'm going to forget you even said that, Solo. I'm totally going to forget you even said that. What you guys don't know is probably NHL and the NHLPA have probably gone out and paid for their own black market COVID fucking vaccines. Yeah, definitely the right projector is a lot dimmer than it should be for some reason. Not sure what's up with that. I better probably look at ordering a spare bulb. Something tells me that bulb isn't going to last too much longer. Once we do the donation goal for the new Sennheiser headset, we'll switch to the bulb. We'll get at least one spare bulb. We'll see how that goes. Exactly, Solo. As long as there's hockey, that's exactly it. I just noticed how dim that really is. I never realized it was so dim. The front projector is the brightest. My left projector is pretty good, but man, the right projector is a little on the dim side. They're supposed to last 6,000 hours. Now, I had gotten it, and two of the projectors had been used. They had about 3,000 hours on them. But that one, I'm thinking, has a lot more than 3,000 hours on it.
Video mode to see which one you got.
Well, so that's the thing, Drone. Yesterday, when I was doing the warping, I defaulted all three projectors, so they all had the same settings.
Okay.
The forward view is by far the brightest. The left view which is the right projector, is the second brightest, and that one is the dimmest of them all. I mean, it's still, I can see it, but there's clearly some difference in the image, that's for damn sure. Which actually is good because I look out my left and forward more than I do anything else. Reading Rich talking about hockey. Have you seen Canada score? No, I haven't. A week ago, Boxing Day, Saturday, the 26th, we were talking about. It was like 14-1 or something like that. Yeah, that's the downside to projectors, is the bulbs. Definitely the downsides. Now, the other side of this coin, this projector over here may be, it's actually getting cut off a little bit by the airplane, where this one isn't. So I may have to shift this projector a little closer because it's a little farther away. That may make it appear a little dimmer as well. 10-0 the game after. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, it's the World Juniors. Needless to say, like, undefeated, I'm guessing. .331 over the ground now, folks, picking up a little bit more speed. Everything looks good. Feel like a monitoring pilot than I do feel like a real pilot. Your friend in Kitchener is worried? That's funny. Roundabout, I'm sorry I didn't see it. I don't know Roundabout. I haven't even looked. You could look it up if you wanted. It's a GT 1080 Derby. I haven't even looked. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like 250 bucks. Something like that. Mr. Ghoul, how are you? Happy New Year to you as well, sir. I actually didn't see, I could look it up though quick. Optima GT 1080 Derby bulb replacement. Whoa, fuck. Amazon.ca has them for approximately $134 a piece. I don't know if they would be that's an aftermarket bulb. Projector Lamps World, which is probably in the US, 70 bucks. See what Amazon says on the list. No, that's not bad. Wow, you really want to be a pain in the ass, don't you?
November 29 Sierra Hotel, November 54 Delta Charlie.
It looks odd with the syringe. Oh shit, that's funny. So this is an OSRAM original bulb inside with a housing for a GT 1080 for 124. Projector bulb for Optima GT 1080. GT 1080 Derby, $119 Canadian. They've really come down in price, actually. As long as it's not the DLP chip that goes, that's when bad shit goes on. This one's a compatible bulb with housing compatible for $78, but I'm not into that. Look, color wheels. If the color wheel fucking goes bad, you're screwed as well. Hausman 2020. Thank you very much for the follow, sir. Yeah, so let's say I'm looking at around $130 a bulb for replacement. I mean, 6,000 hours is supposed to be 3 years at least if you were running it 8 to 10 hours a day, right? We'll see how it goes. $80 miles from Sarir right now. Thanks, Hossman. Yeah, 80 miles from Sarir. Just crossing that now. $334 over the ground, folks. So we got more broken clouds here, more overcast on that side, unless that projector is dying. And it scares me a little bit because there's, oh no, that's the prop, dumbass. I was gonna say it's flickering, but that's actually the prop. Thanks, Hosman. I appreciate the nice comments, always. I never noticed that quite like that, but it's because it's such a bright day. Let's try something here. Just out of shits and giggles. No, it's fine. Definitely just more broken. There we go. I can see things now as I should. Yeah, exactly, Reading Rich. You're 100% right. When you get that feeling that something's wrong and then you keep studying it and studying it, it's strange because I don't remember seeing that distinct image difference this afternoon when I was flying, but it could be just me. Bermuda, thank you very much for the follow. Things are going pretty good here now, folks. Top of descent, 220 miles. We're 312 out of the airport. We're going to Sola out of Innsbruck. We got Drone and Scotty flying with us. And I think Drool is also along for the ride. You know, I also get to thinking I may have not done the edge blend on that side, but I've done the edge blend on this side. That might be part of it as well, because when I just look at the downside, if it wasn't for that one section, might actually be okay. I'm just sorry, Duel, my mistake. I slur my words when I'm having some beers, dude. Face palm. Well, Duel is one thing, Drool would be bad, but either way, you're welcome to be here. Well, you got Ghoul, you got Drool, or Duel, and fuck, I'm just gonna screw it up. That's awesome, Duel. I appreciate that. Thank you for making me feel better. Now when someone says I hate you, you have to say get in line. There's a bunch of other people that are hating me and you aren't at the front of the line. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. If you have any questions, Jim, in the chat, we're always happy to answer them exactly. Take a number. It feels like we're going super slow, but we're doing not too bad. 329 over the ground. It could be worse. Basically got a 30 knot wind, 25 knot wind coming right off the right-hand side. You got what?
I got 308 ground speed, and I'm keeping up with you, no problem.
Perfect. I'm surprised because I got 330 over the ground, and I'm just ticking boot.
Yeah, I know, and I'm only running 73% on the throttle too.
Oh, I'm a lot higher than that. I'm at 95.1 right now.
Well, somebody's gauges aren't right.
No, the gauges are right. Just remember that I don't have the performance that I used to have.
True. And what you saying? You got a headwind? Because I got a tailwind.
Nah, I got a 90 degree off my right. So that's the thing with unreal weather. It can't do winds aloft. So it just guesses. It throws something in there. You can turn it off, but then you're going to have nothing. I'd rather take the gamble of having possibility of having some kind of winds aloft. I could switch to Microsoft's weather, which would be more realistic for winds aloft, but even then, I don't think it's that great.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was just wondering because like you say, you're saying your one gauge says you're running 329, and I'm saying you're doing 335. And I'm doing 307, and I'm still keeping up with you. So I don't know what's what.
Yeah, what's your indicated though, drone?
My indicated is 209.
Oh, that's interesting because my indicated showing 245, ground speed 329. So I don't know what's right or what's wrong, but if you're keeping up with me, that's great. There was a new
Yeah, I don't know.
UIPC
I
release
just
December
don't look at your gauges
24th.
anymore because they just throw me off. I just fly what I fly. I just watch on the map, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah, remember though, X-Plane, you have some stuff where if you're dropping some frames, it makes you seem slower than you really are though, right?
No, when it drops frames, it just ghosts me right away.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, Eric, that there was a new UAPC released on the 24th. I'll have to grab the new version. You're on realistic on the descent and have a 20 knot headwind? Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I could crank the bitch up, but I'm gonna over torque the engines and I don't want to do that. Where are we in the world? Carmen, San Diego. This would load, that'd be nice. See where we're at. Current position is pop. Wow, I can't even pronounce half these airports. So it looks like 272 out of the airport. Top of descent is 179. About 15 minutes or so, we should be starting down. 20 minutes. Fuel flow is good, fuel quantity is good, engines, oil pressure, oil temperature all in the green. Very cloudy. Makes me kind of nervous. We're kind of over water right now, actually. We are over land, but barely. Thanks very much for joining us, guys. November 30 at Alpha Kilo, cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see you. Cloudy and foggy, Salmonist says. We love cloudy and foggy. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Cloudy and foggy. Sounds like we're going into London. We're definitely going to be using the localizer tonight. Yeah, me too, Solo. Over water makes me nervous. Started to make me a lot more nervous recently. Oh, Reading Rich, you're hilarious. It's okay, we'll be over land shortly. Actually, according to the overview, -5 now at ENZV. The overlay actually shows us still over land. Still over land. It's going to be very short-lived soon, though. Dual, zip it. We don't need to talk about that. Actually, you can see that the water's pretty shallow there. It's not very deep. Is that, I don't know, it's an island, Salmonus. An island that I can't pronounce the name of anything on it. I can actually show you here. I think I can show you here. There. Just coming over across that, whatever that big ass landmass island fucking thing is. You're funny, Duel. Don't drop the check, man, on your way to the bank. It might bounce. Is that Denmark? Okay. Sorry, my European geography sucks ass. Thanks, Solo. I appreciate that. What do you think I am, American? You're over, yeah, exactly. So you see what I mean? Not easy for me to pronounce this stuff. I've determined that in order to speak European language, you need to spit a lot. I think the J is silent, so it should be Esberg, I would think. Really? Oh, wow, okay. So, you see, that's probably the extent of my European experiences from Eurotruck. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Happy Saturday night. Not much spitting needed? No, Esberg, not that much spitting. Oh, but how do you say BJ? You wouldn't say SBJ-erg. Esbjerg? Doesn't fucking sound right. Esbjerg. Maybe the J isn't silent. Maybe the B's silent. My vocal cords and vocabulary just can't say Esbjerg. Not erg, Esbjerg. 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 Jerk? Erg. No, erg. Erg. Oh, Esbjerg. Esbjerg. Fuck, I don't know. See? How many times can you get someone like me to say something stupid? I can't. Just can't figure it out. Nobody said I was supposed to be able to speak European, Northern European at that. FlyEliseNG.net, guys. They're the ones that provide the software for the curved projection screens. We're running 3 projectors, GT 1080 Darbies. We're going to be in need with new bulb, I think, probably, for one of them for sure. Not BJ, it's BJ. Esbjerg. Nah, I can't do it. It is epic, Solo. Fuck, I am an idiot. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, guys. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. I've swam in the North Sea just north of where you are. Yeah, I think just north of where we were. We crashed into the sea, but it was the Bering Sea, and it was a lot further north. RJP, you swam there? It'd be fucking cold, man. That'd be fucking cool. It would be cold. That would be so cold to swim in that. I don't think it would be warm water by any stretch of the imagination. Actually, I don't think anything in the Atlantic is warm. You've been trying to learn Polish since you were a kid with little success? Man, oh man, oh man. There's a few things that I'm definitely not good at. Speaking other languages is one of them. All right, crossing Narva. Linvi is next. It's not J, it's Bj. Bj. Esbjerg. Maybe it's Esbjerg. I'm from Esbjerg. I don't know. Those poor buggers that live there. My fiance is Danish, and we spent a week on the west coast of Denmark 2 years ago. Well, that's what I just crossing now. Maybe you know how to say Esbjerg. Sounds pirate-ish, almost. Arr, Esbjerg. It's almost pirate. Fucking damn near pirate. I think you'd have to be a pirate to say it properly. Salmonist, you're probably pissing yourself laughing at me right now. If Twitch didn't have such a fucking delay. Esbjerg, not Bajorg. That's Esbjerg. Esbjerg. Because the B and the J are what fucked me up. B and the J don't go together. Oh, Esbjerg. Esbjerg. No. Then the J would be closer to the erg. Esbjerg. Esbjerg. Oh, really? Okay, so that's why I thought maybe the J was silent. Probably Viking Solo? Probably is, but Esbjerg. Esbjerg. Maybe it's Esbjerg. I'm from Esbjerg. Not even close to a Y? Esbjerg? Esbjerg. Oh, Esbjerg. Not even close to a Y. Okay, so that's fucked. Hey, sure, if you want. I'm sure you could still get in TS. I don't know why you never come visit us anymore anyways. I don't even know. If you're in TS, just yell at somebody to dram you into streamcoms if you can't get into streamcoms. You should be able to.
Yeah, I'll take care of it when I see him.
Yeah, okay, grab him, drag him ass in here. I need to figure out how this is set. I always want you in the Discord, Saminus. You always are welcome. You should always be here. No S-E, cut out the E. But there's E-E-E-R-J. This makes no sense. Fuck. I am Sven, and I am from Sweden. Make sure he can talk, Disavow, too. 'Cause I'm sure he's probably not realized he's on push to talk.
He's here.
I may have to turn him up. I don't hear him. Let's see how with the real experts say this.
Esbjerg.
Esbjerg? Dude, I was nowhere even close.
Yep.
Esbjerg.
Yeah.
So you could have done it like this. Oops, hey, let's try this. Esbjerg. Why doesn't drone have permission? We should fix that, drone. Hang on one sec.
Yeah, I don't know why, but he
E
can go ahead and
S
post
S S S B Og. You could have typed it like this.
No, that's Esbjerg.
Isn't that the same thing?
No.
Esbjerg is what you said, isn't it?
No.
Okay, say it.
Yeah.
Esbjerg. So S B Ag. Esbjerg.
Bjerg.
Oh, there's a fucking R in there?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So it's SBR. Oh yeah, you can't even type how you would even say that. It's almost French, SBR. I don't know.
The issue you have is you say A instead of E.
Oh, okay.
So you say Esbjerg, but it's
Yes.
Esbjerg.
Okay. It's that UGH kind of in there that makes it very difficult in English. See what I mean though? European languages are so difficult to understand. But I think what's nice is I have a friend of mine that's Dutch. And I think if you know Dutch, you can speak Polish. If you know Polish, you can speak Russian. If you know Russian, you can probably speak German because there's so many similarities between all that. Norwegian's got to be in there somewhere.
Norwegian is one of the most difficult languages in the world to learn.
Yeah, no shit. And I think, would that be, in the Netherlands, over a J, they put a couple of dots, I think. Is that the same sound as that that Y sound?
No, not really. They have slightly different.
Well, I appreciate you telling me that. I was nowhere near fucking close. I apologize to all the Norwegians or the people from Denmark. I apologize for fucking up their language so bad. I should really be shot. I don't know. It just sounds very bizarre to me.
Yeah, but we do like foreigners trying to say places over here.
I bet. But dude, your English is so awesome compared to what others friggin' Norwegian would be.
Well, that's mostly because when I was a kid, I learned German, then I learned Scottish, then I learned English, then I learned Norwegian.
Right. Your accent is almost Irish. Like you almost have an Irish twang to your accent, which is interesting to me. But you said
Yeah,
you
that's
learned
Scottish.
It's part of the Scottish in there. Is that what it is? So which
Yeah,
was that the first language you said you learned was Scottish?
well, in the English words, yes, Scottish was first.
Well, Scottish is really English, isn't it? There isn't actually a Scottish language, is there?
Oh yes,
Really?
but it's quite similar. It's just more for people that doesn't know it. It's almost like a really hard English dialect.
Okay. Because when you listen to somebody from Scotland, they're really speaking English, but they're speaking, it's a very, it's like in Canada listening to a Newfie. It's totally different. It's still English, but it's Newfie English, so it's way different. It's very bizarre. The two dots are called an umlaut, Solo? Umlaut. See, in Spanish, J is like a y sound, a y. An umlaut, two dots. I've never heard of this before. I've seen it. There's a gentleman on the forum. His name is Bjorg, I think. BJ with the two dots, ORG. And I think it's pronounced Bjorg.
Bjorg.
Or Jorg, J-O-R-G, and there's two dots on something in there. I think it's J-O-R-G. J-O-R-J? J-O-R-J? J-O-R-G, Jorg, York. I don't fucking know. I'm an idiot. Celtic dialect is different as well, for sure. What do the people in Denmark speak, Saminus?
Danish?
Oh, is it Danish? I thought like the Netherlands, Amsterdam, no, that's Dutch, right? So Denmark is Danish. Dutch. And Dutch and Danish very similar, or are they two different languages totally?
Totally different.
Wow. Firelock, still on break. My last break can only stay briefly. Hopefully you're still flying when I get off at 7:30. Really good to see you, Firelocks. Thanks for dropping in. We're probably, estimated time of arrival is 24 minutes. So 24 minutes from now, we should be on the ground, and we'll upload to YouTube. The Danish alphabet has more letters in it than the English? Really? How many? Is there a Norwegian alphabet, Saminus, or is it the same as the English alphabet?
Norway, Sweden, and Denmark has 3 letters more than the English. It's
What are the extra letters called?
It's an A and an E combined. Then you have Ö, which is an O with either 2 dots on the top in Swedish and a line going across in Norwegian and Danish.
Okay.
And then you have Å, which is an A with a dot on the top, or 2 dots if this is what Swedish.
Oh, wow. See, going to school over there would be very tricky if you knew English and then you were trying to, because they don't sound the same, right?
Yeah, and also in the schools here, especially in Norway, you learn Oxford English, and when I was speaking Scottish, that was quite hard.
So you say Oxford English? Is that more of a England kind of English?
That's more like the snobbish London dialect.
Oh, I see. I see. Like where you call the trunk of the car, you call it the boot.
That's a truck.
You guys call it a trunk?
At least I do.
Well, in England, if you were in like Richie Foo London, you'd call it, oh, put that in the boot, lass. Oh, jeez. Posh English, Reading Rich calls it.
Yeah.
We are, no, not we. I am butchering all languages. Trevor is butchering all languages right now. It's interesting because what do you call a car in Norwegian then?
Bil?
A bit?
Bil.
Oh, a bil. B-I-E-L kind of a thing?
Yep.
Wow. So Jessica Biel would be like Jessica Carr in English. Interesting.
Would you care to guess what we call a van?
Top of descent in 50 miles.
Well, in French it's a kind of a camion, but if a car is a Biel, then I'm gonna guess a van has got to be like a Bud or something like that.
No.
What is a van?
Van.
Oh, fuck's sakes. Really? Saminus, you're fucking with me now.
Yep. But it's true. A van is called a van.
But what about a truck, like a box truck?
Yeah, box truck is a van.
Oh, that's a van? Okay. So you call it a moving van, basically, if you were like, it was a moving truck or something like that. That's crazy. A van is a van. Or a caravan, I guess. It's probably short for caravan, which is English, I think.
Yeah, we say caravan as well.
Okay. Firelocks, hopefully my flight sim is downloaded by the time I get home. Downloaded for 9 hours yesterday. It was only half downloaded. I set the download before I went to work. Steam is so slow. Firelocks, I don't have this issue now. I guess it depends on what your connection speed is. I have a 300 meg connection. And 15 gig update take me an hour maybe max. So I don't know why a lot of people are complaining about Steam updates being slow, and it just shouldn't be. That is so wrong. You knew that a van was van in Norwegian? Hey, kick your butt. My wife has been watching this show on Netflix called The Crown. And that's very proper Queen's English for sure. She loves it. I mean, I enjoy watching it when she's got it on. I'll sit and watch it while I'm eating or whatever. It's pretty neat to see the goings on of what happened then compared to what happens now. I think the monarchy was far more involved in political decisions back then than they are now, although they technically shouldn't be, but it's very interesting to see, how things went on back then. Oh, really, Firelocks? Your wife watches that as well? I don't know. My wife's on like the second or the third season now, and she's going to be heartbroken when she's done with it. But yeah, she loves that show. She's been through some really silly shows on Netflix, but I like that she's picked up something like that she watched. But yeah, my wife loves that show. Absolutely loves it. It's gotta be getting late. I'm sorry for keeping you up so late, Sam.
That's fun. I'm going to stay up all night.
Oh, you're doing an all-nighter, are you?
Yeah, I've been messing up my nights lately, so it's no fun.
How's the sim build going? Have you done anything more on that?
Slow.
Oh, super slow. Kind of slowed down, did you?
Yeah, the financials have stopped it for a bit.
Yeah, that happens, man. I'm sure. Are you guys in lockdown still, or are you done with that?
We have lockdown with a maximum of 5 people a week.
Okay. Your wife also likes the Midwife Show. It's a British show. I don't think I'm familiar with that, but I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if my wife starts trolling, finding something else there. Oh, wait a minute. The Queen's... wait a minute. Firelocks, I know what show you're talking about, and she actually watched that one before she watched The Crown that she's watching now. And Queen's Gambit, I think, is probably what my wife... Oh, maybe she did that one as well. I don't know. She watches all that crap. I mean, I shouldn't call it crap. It's actually not that bad stuff, but interesting. I know that Midwife, that show you're talking about, she watched it, but then the season the chess movie. Yes, I did watch that. That was with that little girl that started off as an orphan that grew up. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, we watched that. We watched that one as well. I don't watch much TV, but she's got it on. When she's got it on, I'll watch it. But yeah, that chess movie where that little girl got really good at chess. Yes, I know which one you're talking about. That was really good. You live in California, supposedly, according to the news, we're all locked down. We're not really locked down. Everyone is out and always has been. It's just the show. Well, you know what? The difference between lockdown here is the same thing. It just means that, because I'm still in lockdown technically for another 2 weeks, but I still go to work because my work that I work at is a essential business, somehow essential for bringing the government tax money, I guess. And, but I mean, just means to go to the hardware store, you place your order online, and then you drive there and do curbside pickup. You can't go sit in a restaurant. That's really the only difference. But if you want to go for it, you can go and fucking go through Walmart like normal, because it's a grocery store that has the other store attached to it. So I don't know. I don't really know if it makes that much sense. You were brought up between Reading and London, and very few people are that posh, and where I live now, they all speak like farmers and pirates. So, like Cockney, kind of Reading Rich. Cockney. Those fucking Cockneys, man, they're unbelievably awesome. I've met so many of them, but they speak in rhyme. It's unbelievable. Those guys are amazing. I don't know how they can understand what they were talking about. I had a buddy that was from London, Manchester, I think, and he told me that, you know, meal China was like China mate plate. So because a China plate rhymes with mate, they would say meal China, which doesn't make much sense to me. Your break is over. I'll definitely watch your stream when it's uploaded. Absolutely, Firelocks. I'll upload it after I'm done, and then I'll publish it. I'll try and publish it tonight instead of in the morning. I'm super glad that you've been around, and I'm super glad that you came by tonight. Thank you so much for spending your break with us, dude. Appreciate it, and really good to meet you. Thank you very much for your nice comments on YouTube as well, buddy. Good luck. That gentleman found us via YouTube, I believe, and he's had some really nice comments for us. I love meeting new people, especially the people that go on YouTube and find us and then come find us here on Twitch. I don't know. I'm not going to speak out of turn, but I sense that there's a very damn good possibility that I am going to probably at some point switch to streaming on YouTube. I used to stream on YouTube at first. Something tells me that the old Twitch stuff is just really not going anywhere. And I think eventually, and I'm marking a prediction that probably within a year or so, I think you're going to find us over streaming over at YouTube. It'll be interesting to see because I don't know what Twitch is willing to do for us as content creators, but at this point in time, the whole content creator thing has kind of gone down the shitter for YouTube, or for Twitch, sorry, because they, you know, DMCA and all that, which is fine. You still have that on YouTube, but their tools on YouTube to deal with that seem to be so much better. And obviously the viewership for Twitch is very niche compared to what it can be for YouTube. So I definitely can see us one day. So that's why I'm suggesting to all of you, if you follow anybody on Twitch, you should probably, if they have a YouTube, you should probably go follow them or subscribe to them on YouTube. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe in YouTube. Obviously with YouTube stuff, there's other shit you can get into, but for now, it's one of those things that I would suggest. If you don't already follow us on YouTube, you really should, because if one day I pull the pin and move to YouTube, then at least you guys will be in the know. IFE in Germany, it's 3:36 right now. Nine, you cannot leave, sir. 3:36 right now. I'm gonna head to bed. Have a good night, dude. We'll take care. No, not allowed to dual stream, Rob. You get your nuts cut off pretty fast if you do that. Welcome back, Sam. IFE, thank you very much, sir. You have yourself a good night. Sweet dreams, and be safe, my friend. Take care. No, you can literally do it. It really is, Rob, but you'll get your nuts cut off for doing it. You're not allowed to dual stream. Probably get myself in shit for just saying that one day I'll probably end up on streaming on YouTube. Why the heck does your garage look like a horror house? My wife texted me.
Tell her it's Saturday night whorehouse time.
That's awesome. Why does your garage look like a whorehouse, she says. I've seen
Charlie will be descending from
I've seen people stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, yeah, but affiliate, you're getting a lot of shit for that. Don't Pillar, thank you very much for the comment. Yeah, she's a good setup, I'd say. She definitely is pretty nice, that's for sure.
But are you an affiliate?
I am an affiliate, 100%. Might be worth trying to get the ball rolling on both. That's it, exactly, Rob. Exactly, which is why I'm trying to build the subscription base over on YouTube. I mean, we're at 2,500 followers on Twitch, and we're at 180 subscriptions on YouTube. So obviously when those numbers on YouTube get up higher, then we'll look at maybe streaming somewhere else for a change. But I want to make sure that my fans, or my friends, I would rather call it, know where to find me when I'm streaming, that's for sure. Wheels Down are coming up soon, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Live on Twitch. We're on our way into Sola in Norway. And we're coming up on Rivix, and we're just at top of descent, so down we go. And KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo, we're descending out of 240, and it looks like we're going down to 8,000, 8 Alpha Kilo. I'm subbed to YouTube as I watch the VODs. This will be the last I will see live for a while. I'm back to work on Monday. Rob, I'm in the same boat, man. I gotta go back to work on Monday as well. You just bought the game, you have 52 gig to download still. Awesome. Well, I'm hoping that you definitely get to keep up with the VODs. I'm not sure. Sometimes I prefer Twitch. When you're watching the VODs, the commercial breaks are ridiculous. That's why I would not be surprised if some people prefer to watch the VODs on YouTube, because the commercials are a lot less intrusive. I found personally that trying to watch VODs on Twitch, every 5 seconds is another fucking commercial. Alessio as 0012, thank you very much for the follow. The actual pop-out video is working tonight. Really, Reading Rich? Oh my goodness. I don't know if people put the ads in or what happens, but I totally find that the ads on Twitch are crazy. You're done, Duel. Landed a done. Thanks for the flight. I'm here to judge you harshly on your landing now. Works for me. We're gonna go, we're Zulu Victor 735 next. Zulu Victor 735 next. Uh-oh. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? And why is the picture... Why is the picture so weird? I love my wife. My wife supports me in everything I do, and I love that. No problem. Critiques are more than welcome, guys. We'll always take the critiques. When we get up closer to the decel point, we'll switch direct to Lurup. We're through 18,000. Somebody, can I get a latest METAR, please, for ZNA? I'm going to send this picture to my wife because she doesn't see it. Alright, so watching the descent, watching the altitudes. We're going to set a hard altitude for this. Hard altitude for this. Why are these so bad? Those altitudes set. That should be all right. Oh, she's in the hot tub. That's why she can see. Lover NL. Transavia Lover NL. Thank you very much for your comments. Absolutely, this is totally a sim. You can see the full cockpit right here. I am on the descent, so I won't be able to chit-chat too long here. You're 257 hours in 2020 now. That's awesome. We'll give you guys the cruise PFD for the arrival, and we'll switch back to the other one. I do have the runway in sight now, which is good. What we're going to do is we're going to hold that. We got the VNAV path is down. No, this is not a full motion, but I do have the wraparound visuals. So it makes it feel like you're moving. You're just not actually moving. All right, let's go direct to Lurup. And the localizer frequency, I'm going to bring that shit up now. 3.6 we said we were going to do. Wow, that doesn't fucking resemble anything that I want. But it kind of gets me close. Actually, we're going to go ENZV 733 next. Really got to bring that speed right back. 733 is 7,000. Let's get that down right down now. 4. .227 is good. Bring these back a little more. See if we can lose a little more of that speed as we're descending. Landing lights are coming on. Auto feather, auto ignition's going on. Yeah, absolutely. 350 is my favorite aircraft right now, for sure it is. All right, ILS frequency is 111.35.
Mine too.
Oh, is it your favorite too, Jerome? And 359 is the course. And we're going to switch you over to approach mode. That's VOR approach mode. No, I used to fly, well, I started my pilot's license, but it just didn't work out. Flight school took all my fucking money. Went bankrupt and all that jazz there. That's looking a lot better now. 228, still in the descent, 4,000. Looking at this, we're 2,700 at PDOG. 2,700 is correct. 3,000 here. That looks better. ZV 731 down for 4.
1154 Delta Charlie is 14 miles to Texas.
All right, I'm switching over to 122,950 King Air 8 Alpha Kilo. Solo traffic, King Air November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're about 20 miles to the west of the airport, inbound land runway 36, full stop, Sola. Yeah, if it wasn't for my moderators, I'd be pooched. Disavowed, Commando Solo, Scotty, Zodius, Fester Geek. All are absolutely incredible individuals. If it was not for them, those boys, I'd be in a whole heap of trouble.
Solo traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie is 9 miles from Texas, inbound for the ILS 36.
All right, we're making the turn now. We're still outside of the localizer, which is fine. I'm going to bring this, extend this out a little bit. And let's go. I'm not sure if we're going to make it. We're going to go straight to PDOG. We're going to miss Texas because I'm too fast for that. And the autopilot is going off. Whoops. Easy there. I'm just too fast for that. Sorry, Salmonus. Alright, down to 2,700. Over the wind farm we go. Salmonus would know exactly where this wind farm is. Oh, watch what you're doing, Trevor. Jesus.
Yeah, that's the first big one we got here. Then after that one we got a few more.
There's a couple more.
Yeah, there's 2 on your right side.
Out of this whole group that's here, are they further away from the group or are sort of included in the group?
A few kilometers to your right side, a bit further in front of you.
Okay. Drone, I got you in sight. What's going on here? The winds. Oh, I got a 7-knot crosswind according to this right now. Hoping this is going to update soon, but probably not. Alright, 1-notch flaps coming out. Ooh, she really wants to climb there. Yeah, she's definitely all over the place for me here. This is crazy.
Clear. Accomplished.
Trim down a little. Bring that speed back. Gotta get down. We're still going. The glide slope good though, or just a little high? Over here to the left. Nah, you don't need the wingsuit. I just can't believe how the winds are bouncing me around here. Unless that has something to do with those wind farms and they've put in some crap. I don't know. Drone's really moving.
The water in front of you, you will have better. It's the mountains actually. It's
Is
just
there
like that in real life?
Oh, really? Because I do see the mountains off to my right, but I didn't. Most of Flight Sim got rid of that accidental bouncing around crap.
That's not accidental. It's really bouncy there.
What's your plan there, Drone?
I'm landing.
All right, my speed's slow. You're good. I see you're just crossing Pigug or whatever, heading for Gerdo, and I'm going to be right behind you.
Alrighty.
Solo traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're 10 miles. Final runway 36, full stop. Solo.
Third Hawk, I'm on the final for 36.
He's about 2.5 miles in front of me, so I'm going to pull the power right back to give him some more space. And we're going to drop one more notch of flap, and down comes the gear. That'll give him a little more spacing and let him get in. We are a little low. Come back up. Once I've got 5 miles on him, I'll bring my speed back up. Little to the right or left. We have to go a little to the right to pick up the localizer, and the glide slope will start coming down here. Trim the airplane. Alright, localizer's coming in. Glide slope's coming in. We'll give you guys the PFD. We're a little high now. Alright, auto feather, auto ignition is on. Gears down 3, green flaps are down. Landing clearance, we're good to go. Seatbelt signs, landing lights. Solo traffic, KingAir November 3rd at Alpha Kilo on a 5-mile final. Runway 36, full stop, solo.
Solo traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie on a 3-mile final.
coffee pot is off. And you were correct. You are in a 3-mile final. I'm keeping the speed back. Give you the time to land that you need. I'm not going around.
I'm good. I'll just roll it right down to the end of the runway.
Works for me. I'm still giving you the space that you need, but yeah, I've got you on TCAS. You're 2.5 miles in front of me. I'm low anyways. I'm gonna lose a little speed here while I climb back up, or at least wait for the glide slope to catch up with me.
Clear. Accomplished.
We're good for spacing.
Oh, definitely. 2.5 miles is no problem at all. My TCAS isn't even bitching at me anymore.
Are we turning left or right?
You want the GA is right at the end of the runway on the left.
All right, I'll do that. Go right down to the end.
$1,000.
1,000 above, check. Seeing drones just getting to the threshold now. You can see his strobes up ahead. Oh, we're high.
Sync rate.
Ooh, bouncy, bouncy.
400. 300.
Whoa, easy.
Solus traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie will be clearly active.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, shit. Ah, it was a little harder than I wanted. Felt hard, but it probably wasn't that bad. Reverser 60 knots. Disengaged.
I see Scotty sitting there.
He's a good man. He even waited.
Yeah, he's dedicated, boy.
Alright, auto feather, auto ignition are off. Bleeds and blowers are
what
off.
happens if you don't?
Smart ass. I should have got off there. I'm probably not going to get screwed. There might not be another taxiway. I should have got off sooner.
Yeah, there's one right at the end of the runway.
Yep, Gulf 1. Oh wow, Replica, you guessed minus 97 and it was minus 95. Well done. All right, one generator can go off. Master caution. Flaps are coming up. Landing lights are going off. Taxi lights on. Strobe lights are off. Disavow to add them if he hasn't done it already. He did. He already did it. Alright, recognition lights are off. Tail light can go off. Oh, I'm a bad, bad, bad individual. And I forgot something very important. That's why you should have checklists. Scotty and Drone sitting there. Scotty's got the van sitting next to him. Alright, bleeds and blowers are off. Auto feather, auto ignition is off. And the pitot heat and... Oops, we'll go with the other side of Scotty, I guess. Pitot heat and windshield heat are off, as well as the prop ice protection is off. One generator is off. Coffee pot is already off. We'll squeeze in here. Oh shit, we're a little close. We'll squeeze in the other side of this KingAir. So guys, tomorrow night, if we stream tomorrow night, which we should, unless something comes up, I'll make sure you guys know about it in the Discord. If we do stream tomorrow night, and if not on Wednesday, we'll be departing out of here. And I think we're going to be heading for Germany. But I will let you know in the Discord when I get that going. What did I forget? Set my altimeter setting on landing. I'm still at standard, and my altimeter setting is way out of whack. So that's what's really, really bad about that. Chickens, welcome to Deutschland. All right, landing layers, taxi lights are off. The prop sync is off. The TCAS is off. Engines are shutting down. Feathering them. Seatbelt signs. The other generator can go off, and the avionics can go off. Beacon light can go off. Master caution. And both props are stopped. Absolutely incredible. Disavowed, you got somebody for us? Whoops, wrong button. Fuck, wrong button. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're going to go see Continuum.
Continuum it is. Make sure you give your warm welcome for the Continuum folk. And guys, I'll let you know in the Discord what's going on tomorrow, but I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Happy Saturday evening to each and every one of you. Let's go see Continuum. Give them a warm welcome. We'll see you guys either tomorrow or Wednesday, probably tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, guys. You guys are all absolutely amazing. We'll see you guys tomorrow, November 38 Alpha Kilo, cockpitbuilders.com, live on Twitch. See you later. Thanks, Scotty and Drone. Appreciate it.